student, in today's class I discuss with you what is invertible matrix and properties of the invertible matrix and what is singular matrix, non-singular matrix and how to find out the inverse of a matrix using the adjoint. Let us see one by one. So our topic is what we can say in detail inverse of a matrix. But in this topic we will study before what is singular matrix. We will also study what is non-singular matrix and we will study inverse of a matrix or inverse of a matrix. See now, one by one I am telling you what is singular matrix. Here we can understand what is singular matrix. A matrix whose determinant is 0 is called singular matrix. Means a square matrix whose determinant is 0 is called a singular matrix. Means we can say this is if determinant A is equal to 0, that is singular. What is non-singular? At the same time we can understand what is non-singular. So a matrix whose determinant is non-zero is called non-singular. Non-singular matrix. So we understood by this if determinant of A is not equal to 0, it is non-singular. And the condition for the invertible matrix, if you will see something we have discussed previous also, while I have discussed with you how to find the inverse of a matrix by elementary row operation or the column operation. That time we were saying invertible matrix we have discussed, matrix whose inverse we can find, we can call them invertible matrix. So here if you will see, we have discussed this property. If AB is equal to BA is equal to I, then in this condition we can say matrix A is the inverse of B. At the same time B is also inverse of A. If the product of these two matrices is equal to I, then it is called invertible matrix. See now student, here we will find the inverse using the determinant, but before that it is necessary condition for finding the inverse of a matrix if the determinant of a matrix is not equal to 0. Because if you will find the determinant of a matrix and if it is equal to 0, then we cannot find the inverse of the matrix. That I will show you now with the help of some results. Let us see. So this is very important theorem. You can say if ABA is square matrix of order n and if it is not equal to 0, determinant of A not equal to 0, then we can find the inverse of the matrix. See, this is not exactly as per the book language, but the meaning is this only. We are saying just we have written here the result, like if AB is equal to BA is equal to I, then we can find the inverse. Previously we have discussed. See student, if you will say determinant of AB, determinant of BA is equal to I, and determinant of AB you can write determinant of A into determinant of B. This is also we can say equal to I. If determinant of A is here, we are saying since determinant of A we are saying not equal to 0, or we are saying if it is 0, then what happens? It is a null matrix. Null matrix into B, it will be 0. It cannot be equal to the identity matrix. So that means it is what? The necessary condition for finding the inverse is what? Determinant of A should be non-singular. If it is not equal to 0, then we can say determinant of A into B maybe is equal to I. So we can say necessary condition for finding the inverse of a matrix is this only: determinant of A should be not equal to 0, means matrix should be non-singular. So for finding the inverse, of a matrix, it must be non-singular matrix. Non-singular means determinant of the matrix should not be equal to 0. Conversely, if you will see this result, we can say let this is not equal to 0. We can say that determinant of A is not equal to 0, and we know that A into adjoint A is equal to determinant of A into I. And determinant of AB, we know, since we know that determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. So from here we can write it is determinant of A and determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant of A into I. See student, if you will divide this by determinant of A, at the same time here also we can write, if you want, it is adjoint A into A. This is also we can say adjoint A into determinant of A. We can write like this here. You can write here also, this is equal to adjoint A into A. If both sides you will divide by determinant A, because it is non-singular. So we can write here now determinant of A into determinant of adjoint A upon determinant of A is equal to I, is equal to determinant of adjoint A, determinant of A upon determinant of A. See student, now you can see this result. If A into B is equal to I, we say that B is the inverse of A. If A into B is equal to I, means A into B is equal to I. So we can say here now B is the inverse of A. So we want to find out the inverse here. So we can say if we want to find out the inverse of this matrix, so we can say here now. Here student, I would like to correct one thing. Here you should not write this determinant, because the property is what? A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. This you will have to correct. So then you can write here now. This will be like this here. You can just a little bit to the correction this. See now, here it is now what? A into adjoint A is equal to, we can say, this. It is now absolutely correct. So what we have proved? Matrix A into matrix A of adjoint A upon determinant A. So we can say A into B is equal to I. At the same time, B into A also equal to I. So B is the inverse of A and K is the inverse of B. So means we can say inverse of A, if we want to find, we will have to find this adjoint of A upon determinant A. So this is one rule we have derived from here. If we want to find the inverse of a square matrix using the adjoint, then this becomes a formula for finding the inverse. If adjoint matrix we divide by the determinant of A, it is equal to the inverse of matrix A. Thank you in this lecture. Till here only we wanted to learn. Thank you very much.